Hey everybody, as you know, one of my New Year's resolutions was to finish 13 books in 2013, trying to get back into the whole, reading thing, enjoying literature, improving your brain stuff. So the first book I read was Catcher in the Rye, and this is the second book that I've read, Screenplay by Syd Field, The Foundations of Screenwriting, a step-by-step guide from concept to finished script. Is there coffee on this thing? That's sad. Anyways, I want to review it, talk about the book a little bit, and yeah, that's what we're doing today. There's a couple reasons why I chose this book. The first one being that one of my other New Year's resolutions was to finish 3 projects, which after reading this book I'm not really sure how practical that goal is, but one of the projects that I wanted to finish was a screenplay, so obviously I needed some technical help. Another reason I decided to read this book is I read part of his book for screenplays, and that book really references this. Apparently this is like book 1 of things by Syd Field to read, so I decided to go back and read it. And things I liked about this book, I felt that Syd Field is a very good communicator. He really gives you just enough information and practical how-to that you have a jumping off point, but not so much that you feel like he's giving you this huge list of absolute do's and don'ts. He definitely says, this is what most people do, this is what works, but here are some other ways that you can do it that don't work as well, but you can still do it that way. Also, this book was kind of hard for me to get to. It took me, I think, over a month to read it. There's a couple reasons for that. The first one being that nonfiction is always harder for me to read. The other reason is that he spends the first half-ish of the book really talking about storytelling in a conceptual sense. So he's talking about things like characterization and plot and all that stuff. There is some specificity to it in that he's coming from the position of a screenplay and he's using screenplay examples. That said, it was still a lot of conceptual stuff that I already knew from the playwriting class that I took and other things that I've already read. So it wasn't like revelationary. Since I've read this book, I definitely look at movies differently. I can tell you that for me it's a lot of fun. I can see the craft when I watch a film. For instance, this week I watched Rio Bravo with John Wayne, which I've seen hundreds of times. I love it, it's fantastic. But I was able to watch it more from a screenwriter's perspective, and it was really interesting to see how the things in this book are actually happening in the writing of this film. So my enjoyment of films increase, which is saying something because I like movies already. Anyways, all that to say, I thought this was a really great book. If you are any kind of storyteller, whether you're writing for the web or you're writing television or film, this is definitely a book to read. Apparently this is used a lot in like screenwriting classes. So for those of you that are interested, the next book that I'm reading is Impact by Danny Foley. She's a YouTuber over on Crazy on Paper and also Goodreads and also Project Nerdy if you want to check her stuff out. And I will be posting a review of that book as soon as I finish it. I've already read the first chapter and I really like it. I'm enjoying it so far. And I don't know what else. 13 and 13. Yay, we can do it. I can do it. You're not really doing anything, but I can do it. Bye.